What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Slackerz, bringing you guys our next matchup in the Everyone Is Here tournament. Happy Monday. We're only a few days away from the Game Awards. Fingers crossed there's some sort of announcement. Just keep in mind, it's not a guarantee that it's going to happen. You know, don't let yourselves get too hyped. But hey, maybe we get something. But anyway, let's get to what this is. If you haven't seen it, most of you have already, but here's the rules, here's the breakdown. 100 characters get put into this tournament, and then each day on the channel, except Sundays, I upload one of the matches from the tournament. And then I'll talk about the two characters, maybe go over a potential moveset pool, maybe a couple facts, and whatever. Just try to make a case for each character, why they might make sense for Smash DLC. And then we'll vote down in the comments between the two characters. But since voting is a part of the rules, you know the rule, you know the gist. The rules are going to pop up on screen right now. And you can see the number one rule, and that's a rule because it's simple stuff. We do have characters that are assist trophies and spirits, and I already said assist trophies, but assist trophies, spirits, me costumes, characters that are disconfirmed, you know, they're not going to happen, so it's all good. There's no restrictions here. If they happen to be in the matchup, feel free, if you like the character, to vote for them. It's all good. No, nobody's judging here. Well, somebody might, but it doesn't matter. Vote for who you want and how you want. That's how I'm going to put that, all right? Rule number 2, you only get one vote per person. Rule 3, how do you vote? That's very simple. You type who your vote is for. So as an example, today's matchup is PeaShooter from Plants vs. Zombies taking on Kos Mos. So you'd vote for one of those two characters by simply typing that character's name in the comment section. Simple stuff. And then once we get to the results, well, the rest of the rules here. Oh, sorry, rest of the rules, duh. For voting-wise, you can vote for both. Completely fine. You want to vote both? Good. Just type both. Totally fine. Totally fine. Now the rest of the rules. Double elimination tournament, meaning a character has to lose twice before being officially eliminated. Then once we get to the results for each matchup to determine the winner and loser, if there's a tie in the votes, I'm just going to flip a coin on camera. Fairest way to break a tie. And then each matchup voting-wise only lasts for just 1 week. As an example, today's Monday, meaning we'll get the results of today's matchup next Monday. See how that works? Yeah. Get 1 week to get your votes in. Anything that comes in after that, they don't count. Easy peasy. Let's get to the results and the matchup for the day. All right. So the results from last Monday was everybody's favorite character, Fortnite Jonesy, the default guy. He was taking on Amaterasu from the Okami series. And I think nobody would be too surprised. There's a lot of hate. There's a lot of negative attention towards Fortnite. Default lost. No big deal, right? Amaterasu won this one 45 votes to 18, right? 45, yeah. 45 votes to 18. So congrats to Amaterasu. Moving to the next round. A lot of similar comments. The people that voted, not everybody that voted Amaterasu, but there's a small portion of them that were like, keep Fortnite out away from Smash Bros. We don't want it. Keep it away. Quite a bit of people felt that way. Hey, I'm not going to tell you who you can and who you cannot like. It's all good here. So Amaterasu, next round, Fortnite default, drops to the loser bracket, one more loss, and then capiche, is done. See ya. All right, but that's the result. So we'll go to the matchup, which happens. We're in the loser bracket for the next couple weeks. So this should be, oh boy, okay, hold up. Where's it at? There we go. We're in the loser bracket, so whoever loses these matches from now on, they're done. They're eliminated. They're here. That means they already have one loss. Double elimination. Second loss, you are good. Goodbye. All right. Anyway, let's go to the matchup. The characters today. PeaShooter from the Plants vs. Zombies series. I think would be a very unique, unique character. I like this character. But his opponent, Kos Mos from the Xenosaga series. So another character that's name's been getting thrown around quite a bit lately. So let's talk, shall we? So up first, Kos Mos, right? How incredible would this actually be? So, like, Kos Mos has had pretty good, like, Bandai. Okay, Kos Mos the character. Let's focus on her real quick. She's a female. I'm always going to say it. It's always a point for every female. That's something that quite a bit of people want to see. A actual solo female rep in Smash Bros. For the DLC roster. We don't have that yet. And she could. It could happen. We don't know. Maybe. But she is I don't know if you want to say a fan favorite, but she's definitely she's known, and moveset pool for this character would be pretty fun. She's like a female armored android robot thingamajig. Come on, that just sounds fun already. If you don't know the character, and before like this whole tournament, I heard the name of the character. I didn't know her too well, but like you just tell me female armored android robot that can shoot mega lasers of death. Sign me up. Put her in Smash, right? So then the more that I kind of found out about the character, that she really does have quite an interesting history. She's been on Nintendo games. She's crossed over into other fighting games in the past. She was in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, one of the Xenoblade games. I think the last one that just came? She was in one of the most recent Xenoblade games, so she's already been on Nintendo consoles in there. Crossed over into a Nintendo game. Maybe that's a hint going forward. I don't know. Hello, what are you doing? Oh, it's being dumb again. Why is it doing this? God, I don't know what... It did that last... I think it did it on Saturday, too. I don't know. Whatever. It's all good. But yeah, so she's been on Nintendo games, not Nintendo consoles. She's been in fighting games before. She's a pretty popular pick among Smash Bros. The community and the fan base. And, like, she would actually be kind of a pretty neat way to end the Fighter Pass. Like... I don't know. Oh, man. I'd have to go check. Did Kos Mos... Was she one of the ones that has been disconfirmed by the leakers? I'd have to go check the list real quick. But if she hasn't been disconfirmed, whether you want to believe the leakers or not, she would be a fun way to end the pass, honestly. It's kind of somebody that has a very cool play style, and I think it would be okay for like everybody. It's not like somebody who's really niche, and it's not somebody that only like pertains to just like one region. She's got a pretty big fan base around the world. So I think this is going to sound disrespectful, and I don't mean it to sound disrespectful. I think she would be a very good high middle ground kind of character to end the Fighter Pass on. If we're not going to get like an extremely well-known third-party, character such as a Crash or Sora or Master Chief, somebody like that, if we're not going to get like the super upper echelon of characters, I think this is a really good way to go. And maybe that's how Nintendo might be approaching it this time, because again, they're the ones that pick the list. They're the ones that let Sakurai choose which characters were on there or whatever. But if Nintendo had this character on the potential list for Sakurai to pick, I think their mindset could have been like, all right, we don't want a repeat of the Bayonetta Corrin ending for Smash Wii U 3DS DLC. What if instead of getting, a higher... Some people are still very much against Corrin and Bayonetta, the inclusion in the way that the whole thing was handled. Not going to get into that, but like I'm just saying, like for her, she's a good character enough to where she warrants a spot on the roster. She's got the play style's already there. The name is recognizable. The play style would be very fun and enjoyable for pretty much everybody to, who picks her up. Again, you're not going to pick her up and go, all right, she's instantly my main. That's not how all the characters work, but she'd be worth a try. I think a lot of people would really enjoy the character. So, I was going to... There's another point. Oh, the wardrobe. Her wardrobe might be a little bit revealing in some areas, but she has different sort of... I don't have any actual pictures, but she does have an actual, different outfits that covers a bit more, so you can work around the whole thing, where maybe she's not a good little boy or girl, whatever that was. You could work around it. She's got different armors, different outfits, different sets. It's all good. She could fit. But one character you don't have to worry about any of that would be PeaShooter, right? PeaShooter... Very simple. Plants vs. Zombies. What a great franchise that has become, right? That was such a huge hit. When was the first Plants vs. Zombies? Was that like 2009 or something like that? I'm pretty sure it's like over 10 years old, right? But such a big game, caught on with a lot of people. A tower defense game. You control the plants, and a bunch of zombies come in through the backyard, and you place all these different plants and whatever. So basically, PeaShooter is kind of the face of the plant side, or maybe even the whole Plants vs. Zombies, the game. Maybe it's just the whole face of the franchise, you could say. It'd be a very fun character. How does the character work, though? You're just going to shoot pea pellets? I've talked to a couple of people about PeaShooter, just kind of bring it up, and they're like, there's no way that could work. And it's like, all right, maybe you haven't played Plants vs. Zombies, so quick breakdown of a potential moveset. Yes, you do have just to fire the big pea pellet. You got that. You could do rapid fire succession for peas, so you could do that. Could be like a, I don't know, an up air, back air, down air, something with the air attacks. There are different variants of pea shooters: fire, ice, rock, Gatling gun. You got all sorts of different other ones. So you could throw a little bit of element effects behind these attacks. You could use something from like the Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare series, where the character might end up like taking, like actually potting a different plant. So you could have a cherry bomb for something pretty big. You could have like a walnut or a tall nut, something that kind of, it's just an obstacle that kind of gets in the way. I guess that wouldn't be the best thing to really place down. Just throw down a tall nut and be like, all right, done with you, goodbye. I guess you could use it for maybe like ledge guarding, or if you like dropped it over the edge like Pac-Man's fire hydrant in a way. Okay, there's a use for it. Drop it over the stage. Does pretty good damage. But you could plant other things like the corn buster, or not the corn, but the corn, or the butter. It would shoot like stalks of butter at you, and it would slow you down, something like that. So you could do potted plants for the moveset. Plants versus in the Garden Warfare series, the PeaShooter does have like this hyper ability to make the character a bit faster. So you could do something like that. Maybe the character gets to be a little bit more powerful or something to that effect. So I don't. There's a lot of cool things. There's definitely different variants and a couple other variants. You could shoot multiple peas at the same time. You could shoot up to like 5 at one time, I believe. You could shoot forward and backward, so that'd be like a great down smash. Covers forward and backward. Great coverage move right there for ledge guarding, something like that would be awesome. I know this show's crazy, Dave, but I'm just, come on, that'd be funny. And then, final smash. Just give him PeaShooter plant food and just like bulks up and becomes like this giant pea shooter. You could do like a rapid fire of just a ton of pea pellets, or just maybe one gigantic one and it just does a crap ton of damage, something like that. I don't know. The backyard, come on, that's perfect for a stage for Plants vs. Zombies. And this was one of the most popular stages created when it was first created. One of the most popular, one of the more downloaded ones. The PeaShooter stage. It was like so simple, but yet well made, and everyone just understood what it was. So it's like, I don't know, maybe Nintendo really reaches, because again, going back to the Game Awards from last year when Reggie did one of those interviews and he said something along the lines of, they're really casting the net far and wide in gaming, so you're not really going to know who to expect. Plants vs. Zombies, that would not be something people are expecting, right? So just thinking outside the box here, it would be a very enjoyable character. Very enjoyable. So, yeah, for me, though, this one's easy. Plants vs. Zombies, the Garden Warfare series, it's one of my all-time favorite series to play. I thoroughly enjoy that. And as much as I think Kos Mos would make a very fun, very enjoyable, very somewhat unique character, my vote's got to go for PeaShooter in this one. So I got PeaShooter in this one. Let me know who you guys are going to go for. Kos Mos or PeaShooter or both. All good. Anyway, that is going to be it for this one. Sneak peek for tomorrow. Should have an interesting matchup tomorrow. We have an indie character, Hollow Knight, in the matchup tomorrow. And Hollow Knight, or the Knight from Hollow Knight, I should say, is taking on, taking on Chun-Li. So Chun-Li, we'll see how she bounces back. She did just lose to Shantae in the winner's bracket, but so is pretty much everybody else. But it's all good. We'll see how she bounces back. That's the matchup for tomorrow. Sneak peek for the results. What results are we getting tomorrow? Should be, We'll see how Ezio Auditore from the Assassin's Creed series did. His opponent was Bomberman. We'll get that tomorrow. Quick note, second video coming out today. Kind of a fun one, but it's a biased one, so check it out. You'll see it. Comes out in a few hours after this video. Anyway, that is going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed, as always, and hopefully catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.